Hey guys, I'm Laura Ashley, and every once in a while, I happen to pick up a book. Welcome back. I'm so excited to be here because I've always wanted to start a YouTube account, and I feel like I just never really had something that I was consistent enough to actually start an account with and film lots of footage with. So here I am. Today we're gonna be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. I'm just gonna answer your questions and hopefully make sure that you guys wanna stay here. So number one, why did you start your Booktube channel? I figured I was gonna start this channel, well, okay, let me rewind. So I started off talking about books and making like bookish posts on Instagram and TikTok. I really like posting things on my Instagram account because I feel like I can be a little bit more blogger-esque. I can post outfits, I can post things that I'm doing, I can post like what I ate for breakfast that morning, and along with the books that I'm currently reading. So it just feels a little bit more my style. I don't really mind filming on TikTok, but I felt like with a YouTube channel, I could make something a little bit more watch worthy, if that makes sense. I want to be able to make challenges. I want to show you guys what I'm doing on a daily basis, how much I'm reading, all those kind of things. So here I am. I just like the creativity of making videos, doing captions. Number two, what type of books do I like to read the most? That's a great question and also kind of a loaded question. I really like to read romance and thriller on like a rotation, I guess, but in the mix, I really like to throw in a fantasy. Also, I'm a big classic lover. Fun fact, I have my degree in English. I really like studying literature and challenging myself through reads that help me to learn rather than just always intake. Number three, what is a book that made you fall in love with reading? Like the first thing that comes to my mind is The Hunger Games because I read these when I was so young. This one is so random. When I was younger, I went to Books A Million with my mom and I picked up this book. It was called Life on the Refrigerator Door. It was about this, it's actually really sad now that I think about it, this mother-daughter relationship, and the mother ends up coming down with breast cancer, and instead of their relationship like coming closer together, they only ever talk through these sticky notes that they put on their refrigerator and like leave for the mom or for the daughter or whoever. So the entire book is written in sticky notes. I don't know if anyone is going to know the book that I'm talking about, but if you have read that book, please let me know because sometimes I think about it and I feel crazy like it was a fever dream or something. Number four, do you prefer, character-driven plots or plot-driven plots? No, wait. Do I prefer character-driven plots or... I'm gonna skip this question. Number five, what book world would you never live in? I would not want to live in The Hunger Games. Number six, what is your go-to comfort book / drama? No doubt, my comfort book is a thriller. I love psychological thrillers. Whenever I'm going through a reading slump, that is always gonna be my go-to. Anybody else? Number seven, do you judge books by their cover? Are you even a reader if you don't judge books by their cover? Sorry. I do. I judge books by their cover. Yeah. 8. This is a good question. Do you annotate your books? I do annotate my books, but I am also really big on using my library. I actually feel really passionate about this topic. Mass printing books and going through them so quickly is not only hard on our authors, but also publishers and that entire process of getting books on shelf. I'm not saying that I don't enjoy trendy books and learning about new authors. However, I do try to use my library and my Kindle as much as I can, just because I feel kind of guilty, I guess. I don't know, is that weird? There's always going to be a new popular book out there, you know? Anyways, let me answer that question again. I do annotate books, but only the books that I actually own, which is mostly classic. If I annotate in like newer books, I read them on my Kindle, so I'll annotate on my Kindle, like highlight and make notes and stuff like that. But as far as pens and highlights and doing the whole sticky note thing, I don't really buy enough new books to do that. Okay, next question. Number 9 question. What is a popular book or book series that you've never read? Honestly, there's a lot of these, and this kind of goes back into what I was talking about in question number 8. I don't just try and buy a book as soon as it's put on the shelf. I normally try to wait until either my library has it or my Kindle has it, or like I can get it for a reasonable price, or if it's on Kindle Unlimited. I've never really read Throne of Glass. I read the first book and I put it down because I read it at the end of summer and I ended up getting busy with school and my internships and stuff, so I just never picked it back up, and I definitely feel like I should. So someone needs to push me to do that. Question number 10. What's in question number 10? Hold on. Tell us a random bookish fact about yourself. Okay, I was gonna say in this part that I am graduating with my degree in English, so I feel like that kind of brings in an interesting aspect to what I'm reading, because I don't want to just read what's trendy. I also want to read like classics and talk about things that we might not see on a book talk feed or like a For You page or whatever you're looking at. I was gonna say that I have an English degree. What is something else random bookish about myself? What's my favorite book? Ooh, my favorite book is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen.
Ready to get heated?
Pride and Prejudice, my least favorite Jane Austen novel. Yeah, I love the movie. I love the book, honestly, but Northanger Abbey is so underrated. If you know me at all, I'm gonna talk about it all day. Pride and Prejudice is not my fave. After Northanger Abbey, I really like Emma, and then Persuasion, and then I could keep on going forever. That is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed going through these questions with me, and honestly, I hope you stick around. So like and subscribe so I know that I didn't just waste my time filming this video. See you later!